Arthur Flores Jr. is a certified Six Sigma Black Belt of Six Sigma PH and an Innovation Director. He passed the board exam and became a registered nurse in 2010. During his corporate stint, he helped in the success of many local and overseas companies through his process improvement and digital transformation projects. He's a music lover and a former rhythm guitarist of a local band. Committed in promoting innovation, he authored the first Filipino guidebook in design sprint, How to Guarantee Success with Design Sprint. Today, he's focusing on moving the Philippines to be the next innovation center by teaching Lean Six Sigma and Design Sprint while managing his family's very successful Quantified Pharmacy. Let us all welcome the program director of the School of Design Sprint, the Sprint King, Mr. Arthur Flores Jr.
Good morning again to everyone. Parang mas okay pa na walang headset. Okay, good morning again to everyone. So yeah, as I can see, no, meron nga tayong mga participants from all over the world, di ba? So I saw someone from the Facebook group, Sydney, and our guest for today is actually on a different time zone as well. But before I, formally introduce to her, first let me thank everyone for deciding to spend, 1.5 hours of your life with us today. For those who are new, let me just reiterate what this event is for. Diba? This event really aims to give real life lessons and tips of how innovation design sprint, when implemented, really gives meaning to the word change maker. Diba? So why are we calling you, everyone here in this group and in this Zoom, change maker? What was their journey, their challenges, and how they've overcome it, and what tips they can give you, diba? This event was done actually, or was formulated having two types of audience in mind. For those who attended Design Sprint, diba? And those who just heard of it from us, from our marketing efforts. So if you've already attended our Design Sprint workshop, then you can definitely get some tips from Jen on how she managed rather to overcome challenges that may also be the same as what you're experiencing right now as an innovation person or as a change maker. Well, for those who are new also, you'll get something from her, diba? Regardless of position or industry, how can Design Sprint really help you, right? You'll get some direct tips from Jen based from her experience. So before I introduce to you our featured guest, again, let me just walk you through to what is Design Sprint, especially for those who are just new or who just heard of this methodology and how it could possibly help you out. We'll entertain questions at the later part of the program. Though while our featured guest is talking, I'll be reading your comments as well, both here in Zoom and in our Facebook group. So without further ado, let me formally start the program, diba? The power of design as an innovation strategy. That's how company is using design methodology. I'm not only referring to design sprint. I'm also talking about UX if you are a UX practitioner, or design thinking, or even just the word design if you're not using any design methodology. Diba? Based on a study, sabi nila, when design principles are applied to strategy and innovation, the success rate for innovation dramatically improves. And I'm not just saying this. This is actually based from an assessment of a company called Design Management Institute, where they have tracked company in US for the last 10 years of performance, last 2014, on how it impacts certain company who are practicing design methodology or design principles. So what they've done is they've listed all of these companies who are using design methodology in solving problem. And what they've noticed is they've seen a difference comparing to their competitors by over 200% of performance. Okay, that's how much difference there is if you are using a design methodology. Of course, these are organization who are using design methodology as a whole. You know, not only one person, but it's their approach as a company. So this is the impact, right? So what is really design sprint? Let me then define or give you like, break down the word design and sprint. Why are we calling it design sprint and not just design thinking, right? Or UX? Bakit design sprint pa? Diba? First, the word design. If you look at it in Google, diba, the technical definition would be it's a plan or a protocol for carrying out or accomplishing something. Plano, diba? Kaya nga tayo may tinatawag na architectural design. Diba? Yan yung plano. Same thing here. We're using the word design on the same context. But I like how Steve Jobs defined it. Okay, si Steve Jobs is a very strong advocate of design approach. Okay, so tignan natin, sabi niya, it's not just what it looks like. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is actually how everything works. Meaning, let's say iPhone, dyan naman famous si Apple, di ba? It's not just the aesthetic, it's not just the interface, it's not just how it looks like, or how does it feels like when you're holding it, but everything inside it, the program, where the button should be placed, how should it look, what are the features inside it, everything in it is about design. Okay, that's what the word design is for him, everything. So now with the word sprint, okay, in a layman's term, the technical definition would be running at full speed over a short distance. So parang mabilis na design, no? Pag sinabi mong design sprint. But actually in product development, the word sprint is being used to claim that during a set period of time, a specific work has to be completed and made ready for review. Meaning, hindi lang basta may plano. Dapat na testing mo yung plano mo. At hindi lang basta na testing, nakakuha ka pa ng feedback, 'di ba? Doon kung sino man yung customer mo, kung kanino mo man tinesting, 'di ba? Nakakuha ka pa ng feedback kung ano sa tingin nila yung ginawa mo. Okay, hindi lang basta plano. So that's why it's design sprint. Hindi lang siya basta design thinking. 'Di ba? You're not just planning, you are actually testing what you've thought of or what you've planned. Diba? Kung gagana ba siya talaga in real world context or hindi. So that's what design sprint is all about. And what makes it different from other methodology, that's why we're calling this design thinking version 2.0. There is a specific period of time, meaning structured ang approach. Okay, meron na siyang binigay sa yung timeline. During this set of period of time, dapat itong nagawa mo. Another set period of time, dapat nandito ka na sa part na to. Okay? So that's why it's called design sprint. So in product development, if you've heard of agile sprint, that's the same approach that they're doing. May specific time, dapat may nagawa ka during that specific time, right? May outcome ka that is ready for review. Okay, I hope it is clear so far kasi wala naman akong ma-confirm, di ba? But I'm happy we have over 100 participants. And so that's what design sprint is all about. Now let's combine what it means. Design sprint is actually a business strategy. It's about innovation. It uses behavior science, and I'm a very big fan of this. Also uses design thinking. That's why we're calling it design thinking version 2.0. The difference is the foundation below. You see, it's a 4-day process for answering critical business questions. Okay, yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, may process siya. So in 4 days, dapat nakapagplano ka at dapat na testing mo yung plano na yan. Okay, that's what design sprint is all about. 1, 2, 3, 4 days, di ba? On the first day, that may gantong output ka. On the second day, dapat may specific output ka rin. Right? That's what makes it different as compared to other design methodology as UX design thinking. I'm not belittling other design methodology, okay? I'm just setting out or making a clear definition or a clear line between other methodologies. And for everyone's information, for those who are new as well, I am a design thinking practitioner. Okay, so dyan ako nagsimula. I just encountered design sprint at a later part and incorporated it in my practice. Right? So I know the difference between the two. So let me make an analogy here. Kasi sabi ko, bakit? Anong benefit sa inyo, di ba? So let me make an analogy. So let's say, this is you, right? You have a challenge. Okay? And you have a specific output. every one of us, we're hired for a purpose. Agree? Diba? We were hired for a purpose. Otherwise, or even if it's a business, you've put up a business because you have a goal, you have something to deliver. Okay, you are your own boss, yes, but you are delivering something, a product, a service, or whatever that is. Same thing when you are being hired full-time in a corporate role, right? Your position exists because they expect something from you, right? You have to produce something. And that is your output. Every one of us has an output. And you have a customer. Whether internal or external yung pupuntahan ng output mo, they are your customer. Kung report yan, kung sino yung tatanggap ng report, siya yung customer mo. Right? Kung proposal yan, kung sino tatanggap ng proposal mo, siya yung customer. If it's external, right, whoever will receive the service or the product, siya yung customer. Okay? So yan yung output. Now, what happens typically when we are planning or thinking, there is what we call a non-marketable idea. Hindi naman pangit yung idea. Okay? Kaya lang may gap. Kaya tinatawag namin siyang output gap. Okay? Hopefully clear so far. May output ka, may customer ka, and now you've encountered, I'm not saying all the time, but you will be encountering situations where they can't seem to grasp what you are telling them or what you are showing them or what you are proposing them. Okay? Or if it's something that you are selling, parang di nila makita yung value. Diba? Or kung service yan, parang di ko naman kailangan yan, right? So, yan yung output gap. Okay? Hindi nila makita yung sense nung pinopropose mo or nung idea mo. What Design Sprint does is, of course, bridge the gap, okay? To turn your non-marketable idea into a marketable idea. Binibridge niya yung gap na yon through the 4-day process that I was talking about. Para malinaw kay customer, this is what I'm actually proposing and this is actually something important to you. Magigets nila. Okay? Paano mangyayari yun? Yun yung design sprint mismo. The how behind it. Okay, how are you going to do that? Okay, that is what design sprint is all about, right? So that's it for me for my time. Okay, syempre hindi naman ako ang main guest or di naman akong dahilan ba't kayo nandito, di ba? So let me now introduce to you our featured guest for today. Nandito lang siya. Tama ba nandito siya? Baka mamaya introduce ko siya, wala pala siya.
I'm here.
Okay. So, sorry, ang dami. Oo nga, nakita. Okay. sorry. Okay, let me now introduce you our featured guest for today. I'm very excited because she's also a nurse graduate like me. And similarly as well, who ventured into a different field. Okay, as you are aware, di ba? Hindi naman ako nag-work as a nurse as of this moment. So Jen is a nursing graduate who ventured into different fields such as publishing, sales, education consultancy, and organization development. Realizing her common drive or passion and the need for innovation, she considers herself a visionary who thrives in an unboxed environment and sees creativity as a strong pillar for progress. Now, she earned the title Certified Service Innovator, of course, under the School of Design Sprint last 2018. 3 years na pala dyan, no? And has wished to unlock the creative potential of people and organizations ever since. Something personal, she loves Korean food, is a part-time commercial model, and has recently emigrated to the United States and will either pursue her first love as a nurse or go for her dream of being a business designer at IDEO. Okay, for those who are not familiar, IDEO is the one who popularized design thinking approach. Okay, in the US and all over the world actually. So without further ado, let us all welcome Mrs. Jenny Ramirez, now Alarcon. Okay, Jen, yeah, we can see your screen.
And hi everyone, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can see you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Arthur, aka our Sprint King. Thank you for School of Design Sprint for having me here, and for everyone for attending. I know this is time away from your Saturday, but thank you guys for joining us so that we can learn from each other. You know, I'm not an expert just as Arthur, but I just want to share my experience regarding Design Sprint. If you have attended the last two sessions for the Changemaker session, my two co-design sprint facilitators touch on UX and the tech side of design sprint. However, for me, I wish to give you guys an idea of how it can be used in other corporate fields or areas, especially those who wish to innovate the space they're in. Whatever industry you guys are in, I'm sure design sprint will be applicable to any area in your workplace. Okay, so for my end, there. I am Jenny Ramirez Alarcon, CSI. Okay, I don't work for the CSI show. All right, it's a Certified Service Innovator. I got the certification from the School of Design Sprint, and I am here because I love unlocking the creative potential of people and organizations. It actually started because in my previous company, I was called a creative thinker. Okay, so in our team, it's the creative thinking team, and we were given the title creative thinkers, and we didn't have any idea of what that entailed, although we just were challenged by our CEO to create a culture of innovation. So at that time, we didn't know what that looked like, or we didn't know exactly what that meant. So what we did was we researched tools and methodologies, and then the departments in our company started coming to us and asking for ideation sessions, and no two ideation sessions were ever the same. So we always custom fit tools and methodologies for whatever output that the department is looking for, either to come up with a new product, to improve products or services that's already existing. So we tried to integrate the tools and methodologies that we have researched offhand. But this was before design sprint. So we were looking for something more because, you know, we started building from the ground up pretty much. So we were fortunate enough to be with an organization who integrates innovation in everything that they do. Okay, so we came across the School of Design Sprint, and we immediately enrolled, and the rest was history. Okay, so after all, it doesn't matter how good any methodology is, diba? So if the environment where it's supposed to thrive is not as open or innovative, so parang wala rin na meron kaming methodology na ganon if the organization I'm in would be as stiff, diba? So we were fortunate enough to be in an organization wherein there's a culture of innovation, or at least we are trying to build a culture of innovation. Why am I saying we're trying to build a culture of innovation? Because it was a startup company. It was a pioneering company. So we were part of the pioneer group, and then the culture that we wanted to have in the organization was a culture of innovation. So how important is it to have a culture of innovation? That's why my presentation today is entitled Design Sprint and the Innovative Workplace. Kasi you know, design sprint can be a means to open a culture of innovation in any space that you guys are in, or it can also be you guys already have a culture of innovation, and design sprint can actually even help you further that innovation. I mean, because of everything that's happening right now, as you guys know, as you guys notice, it's already, the changes are exponential, especially with the pandemic, diba? So a lot of companies have to innovate, otherwise mapag-iiwanan tayo, diba, ng mga pandemic ready na organizations. So how important is it to have a culture of innovation? It's like ano lang to, analogy. For example, you are in a relationship, diba? So sabihin na natin nagkaroon ka ng master's sa communication, ganyan. So you tried learning about how to communicate properly with your partner. However, if the relationship environment alone is toxic, diba, hindi naman open yung, it's not a safe haven for the other person to speak up, wala rin yung natutunan mong communication skills, kumbaga. So what do you call that? So whoever, even if you have this methodology, if your organization will not be as open or as innovative, mas mahirapan tayo. But the challenge for everyone here is that if you are in a traditional culture or environment, with Design Sprint, you can actually be the pioneer or be the jumpstarter or kickstarter of innovation in your organization. Now, paano ba natin malalaman if we are already in an innovative workplace or the culture that we already have is considered innovative? So let's find out in the next slides. So for everyone, okay, this will be a very short presentation. However, I wanna keep things interesting, okay, just to give you guys a taste of how we do stuff in my previous company when it comes to innovation, making everything like colorful, vibrant, ganyan. So if you guys can see my picture on the screen, ayan, meron ako light bulb sa ulo. Okay, so every time you guys see this logo or this light bulb, it has to be this particular light bulb, guys, this drawing, kasi maraming light bulbs dun sa ibang slides. Whoever is the first person to type design sprint, okay, so 2 words yun, guys, wrong, spelling wrong, okay, design sprint will be choosing 10 winners, okay, so whoever is the first person in that particular slide to say design sprint, when you see this logo, will win, okay, so we have prizes, and so kinuha ko yung approval nito ni Arthur. They said they're gonna give away free course on the fundamentals of design sprint, 5 winners for that, and then 5 winners also for % off. Okay, I have yet to confirm with our DTI representative here. I have yet to confirm ilang percentage yung off natin for everyone who will be enrolling in design sprint. Pero yun, syempre yung mga winners lang yun. So again, guys, watch out for this logo. As it comes up, it's not always going to appear this big. Okay, sometimes it's going to get distorted. Whatever it is, if you see this logo, type design sprint, and then the first person to type that, or yung una ko makita sa screen, syempre, as verified by our facilitators, will have those prizes. So either one, either free fundamentals or % off in the next design sprint course. Okay, so let's start. As I was saying, guys, how do you know if your organization or your workplace is already innovative? Are you already, do you already have an innovative culture, or do you have the potential to be? So first up, let's, actually, the innovative workplace comes in different terms. Okay, so iba-ibang terms naman ginagamit sa organization. First, you have organizational creativity. It also comes in the name entrepreneurial creativity, corporate creativity, creative climate, or culture of innovation. So meron tayong difference between creative and innovative, diba? So innovative workplace, as even though it comes in many names, generally a creative environment is one that supports idea generation. It's a mindset. A culture of innovation refers to the implementation of both disruptive and incremental changes in your organization. So kumbaga, the ideation of ideas, that's a creative part. The innovation is when you already introduce that change into your organization. Okay, so the main difference between the creativity and the innovation is focus. Creativity is about unleashing, diba? Unleashing the potential of the mind to conceive new ideas. Creativity is not merely limited to arts and crafts as we all grow up to think, diba? It's actually unleashing or conceptualization of new ideas. And then innovation is about introducing that change into the stable system that your organization already have. Okay, so let's have a quick questionnaire to gauge if your organization's culture is innovative already or has potential to be. So for this one, I would like to ask everyone to please raise your hand like this. Wow, okay, so very fast. You guys saw the logo. On my end, I saw Gian. To our DTI representatives, is it Gian who was first to type design sprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gian.
Ayan. So, congratulations, Gian.
Bilis,
Feeling ko naka-type na to, tas copy-paste na lang, di ba? Kanya-kanya tayo ng technique dito, guys. All right. So, congratulations, Gian. Your name's already noted. For everyone else, marami pa tayong chance in the upcoming slides. Okay. So, as I was saying, I want everyone, this is a quick questionnaire, okay? And I'll give you guys time to actually get pen and paper, kasi we will use the information that we'll have right now dun sa ating activity at the end of my part. Okay, so please get pen and paper, or you can also type on your phones, okay? So pretty much, meron tayong 9 categories dito. And then sa 9 categories na yon, you just have to figure out if your company or your organization or your space is already doing this. Kasi if you answer yes, that means it's already going there. Nandun tayo sa innovative culture. Now, I want everyone to please take note of the categories that you are hesitant to say yes. Or yung mga categories na no talaga yung answer mo in your organization. Okay, so if everyone's ready, I want you guys to raise your hands like this. I want to see everybody's hands. All right, so nag-hand washing ba kayo? I can see. Yung mga nag-hand washing pa hindi nag-lotion dyan. Like, isa na yun. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Parang, ayan, so...
Alam mo, okay na. Meron tayong dress code.
Parang meron nasa phone call, ano? Hello?
Crazy, can you mute the participant?
Meron tayong proper dress code. Kaya lang, nasa
Kasi
bahay na kayo, okay na.
naki-eavesdropping tayo sa conversation nila. Okay. So everyone, please hold out your hands like this. All right, this is what we're going to do. So if you answer yes to a particular category, fold one finger. Ayan. So since 9 lang yung categories natin, I'm going to give you guys a bonus kasi you're here today. That means you're already open to innovation. So I'm going to give you a bonus. I-fold nyo na yung isang finger ninyo. So we're only going to have 9 fingers up. Okay. First question. This is regarding your organization, your workplace, wherever you guys are. Have you or your organization clearly defined and communicated the vision and mission of your company? Have you clearly defined it? Next category, values. Does your value system promote creativity and entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship, parang considering the company as your own, di ba? Their loss is your loss also, yung mga ganyan. So, does your value system promote creativity and entrepreneurship? Again, take note of the categories or questions that you have doubts in saying yes. All right, next question. Have you established the necessary processes and structures to manage different degrees of innovation? Ano ba yung different degrees? You have incremental or yung mga small changes, and disruptive or yung mga tipong complete technological changes in your system, yung mga ganyan. So have you established the necessary processes and structures to manage different degrees of innovation? Meron ba kayong change management system? Okay. Next slide. All right, dapat ilan na ba yung naka-fold? Tatlo na yun. Ayan. So, meron pa tayong 6 leadership styles. Okay. So, do managers promote new ideas and innovations in your company? Or they're hesitant and say, let's just stick to what we're used to? Right. Do managers promote new ideas and innovations in your company? Okay. As regard your team composition, have you established innovation teams with a sufficient degree of diversity, both personal and professional? Meron ba kayong innovation teams? In our end, in my company before, creative thinking team, yung mga ganyan. So, what else? It can also be, you can also comment kung ano yung mga tawag sa teams ninyo. So maybe it's the same team name that others have. All right. So next, resources. Do your employees have sufficient time and material resources? Umamin tayo, guys. Okay. So do your employees have sufficient time and materials in any project? Time and materials. Are you given enough time and resources for material resources for any given project? Okay. Next. Lastly tayo, guys. So how many fingers are you still holding up? Okay, communication. Is innovation at the forefront of your internal communication? Is innovation at the forefront of your internal communication? Next, risk culture. Is there a clearly defined framework for entrepreneurial risk that innovation teams can take? Okay. Ano ba yung entrepreneurial risk na yan? Is kapag meron bang miscalculated opportunity or uncertainty Meron ba kayong framework? Meron ba kayong risk mitigation in place? Ayan. And lastly, working environment. Working environment, how dynamic and future-oriented is the working environment? If your work environment is dynamic and future-oriented, then fold a finger. But if you're not sure, then take note of that particular category because we will use that information later on. All right, so I cannot see anyone in my screen right now, but I hope you guys are holding up your fingers. Okay, so ano ibig sabihin? Kapag naka-fold lahat ng fingers ninyo, you are already in an innovative workplace. Okay, so andun na kayo guys. So introducing design sprint to your organization should be easy peasy kasi it's a very open kind of culture. If one fist is open, one fist is closed, you have the potential to be an innovative workplace. Andun na kayo, you're going there. Pero kung lahat naka-open door, or at least meron pang isang naka-fold na ganyan, well, you are still in that type of traditional workplace, not as open yet to the changes. Nagsusulat yata sa screen ko. So, not as open yet to the changes, but do not fret because that means you are here, you are going to learn about design sprint, and you can be the pioneer of the culture of innovation in your organization. All right, so thank you everyone for participating in that activity. Now let's proceed to how it was for us before we had the design sprint. Okay, it was sabihin na natin, the environment is already set as an innovative workplace for us. Pero before design sprint, di ba, kulang pa kami ng methodology. This is how we would do things before. Okay, first, we were doing everything. Alrighty then. Alam ko guys, parang meron kayong clue, di ba? Nakikita nyo na yata yung next slide ko. Pero, okay. Alright, so according to my screen, the first person to type design sprint is Danielle Lorenzo Perles. DTI representatives, do you guys have the same? Danielle Lawrence. Sorry, how do you say your name? Danielle Perles. She's who I'm seeing in my screen right now. And
just confirm, kasi meron din tayo sa Facebook.
Oh, meron din sa Facebook. Okay, since meron tayo sa Facebook and I cannot see the Facebook, sige. Arthur and Chrissy, please let me know or let everyone know kung sino po yung ating naunang nagsabi ng design.
According to the time, Danielle chatted at 10:38. And then the rest in Facebook started at around 10:39. So Danielle will be the first one.
All right, congratulations, Daniel. So we have 2 winners, guys. Marami pa tayong slides with
That was before the slide was shown.
Sino nagsusulat?
Do you have like a full screen mode in your
Ayan.
Okay.
Ayan. Yay. Sorry guys, naninibago pa ako sa aking lapi. Okay, so congratulations Daniel, and to everyone, yan, marami pa tayong opportunity for the design sprint logo. Okay, as I was saying, given na meron tayong environment or meron tayong workplace of innovation. However, if our methodology, di ba, nangangapa pa kami, this was before design sprint. Ito yung mga ginagawa namin, and these are the challenges that we had before we learned about design sprint. Everything was hypothetical. As you guys know, and as explained by Arthur, and as you will learn when you go through the design sprint course, design sprint is focused on empathy. Empathy in the sense of design sprint is actually going to the client's level and their feedback being the basis of everything that you do. Okay, so meron kayong company vision, however, the more important feedback is that of the customers. Kasi sa kanila nakafocus yung gagawin yung product and service. Therefore, sila dapat yung tinatanong natin with everything. So, design sprint yun. Before design sprint, most of our data was hypothetical. So, we would even have like literal na meron kaming hat just to have, and it says customer hat. Kasi we would also be assuming for the customer. So, parang yung data na available for us would be coming from assumptions, and there was no empathy part. So we were doing it hypothetically. By the way, dun sa aking mga next slides, I tried to make everything same letter lang para it's easier to understand. Although we're gonna send you guys a copy of this presentation. And then the second one, our challenge was everything was hanging. Bakit hanging? Kasi there was no set structure. Kahit na ang dami naming na research na tools and methodologies, we didn't know what to do next. Kasi nga, wala pa kaming prior knowledge. So, wala kaming logical sequence of what we're gonna do next. After ng ideation, what's next? What are we gonna do? We just hand it over to the concerned department. Ganyan, hindi na namin alam yung susunod. We just know that we have good ideas, ganyan. Pero the follow-up was missing at that point. And then the third challenge was things were hampered. Hampered in the sense that the projects or the sessions that we had, the innovation sessions that we had, ended with ideation or brainstorming. And then we just give the output back to the department or the stakeholders with no follow-up. It was taken as is. Wala siyang chance to be improved. Ganyan, and there was an inadequate feedback mechanism. Of course, alam niyo, I know a lot of you guys are from learning and development space over here, so alam niyo yung 4 levels natin ng feedback or assessment, and we only got to the first and second level of assessment, and that was it. So taken as is lang yung output dun sa aming brainstorming session, and that was that. So that was before design sprint, and it was a bit limiting for us, and at the same time medyo frustrating kasi hindi nga siya set structure, and at the same time pioneering pa siya. Okay, and then after so let's sorry, I'm still navigating. Okay, so post design sprint naman, everyone, parang guys, sana nakikinig pa kayo, no? Hindi lang logo yung ano, hinihintay nyo. Okay, so for this one, ayan, Gabi, you guys are very fast. So let's see who did it this time. Okay, from my end, it was Anjo Parilla. Tama ba? Arthur? Ayan, sige.
Yeah, confirming in Facebook as well.
Ayan, so let's wait for a detail representative. Okay, so I think we have reached maximum capacity for Zoom, no? So other people are watching us through Facebook Live. Hello everyone. I hope you guys are staying safe. Yes, nag-adlib habang nag-verify. Sige.
So I'll have Dayan Diaz.
Dayan Diaz as our winner for this round.
Yes, Dayan Diaz.
Okay, from Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, Dayan Diaz from Facebook, congratulations, you won this one. Ano ka, ang tawag dito na, ikaw yung nauna sa ating icon contest talaga. Okay, so bahala na po si Arthur and si Chrissy for your prize. Okay, so as I was saying, that was before design sprint, and after learning about design sprint, this is what happened. Okay, from hypothetical, it became steered. Okay, steered in the right direction. It was steered, meaning it was targeted. It was focused. We had a more targeted approach kasi alam na namin yung component ng empathy. We know now how to get the client's feedback, go to the customer data, to consider it as the most important part of everything that we're doing. Any product ideation, any process improvement, we know how to get obsessed on empathy. Kasi at the end of the day, diba, sa kanila naman naka-target yun eh. I'll give you an example of how important empathy is. Okay, so I just want to see, and please utilize the chat. Kasi ayoko naman puro design sprint lang yung tinatype ninyo sa ating chat, diba, or sa comment section. I want to know, what was your first ever mobile phone? First ever. Anong brand? Oh, Nokia. Motorola. Ayan. So, pinakauna, Nokia, Motorola, Samsung, Mitsubishi. Meron ba talagang Mitsubishi? Joke ba to? Isa prank. Okay, Nokia, Alcatel, Philips Savvy. Oh, nagkaroon din ako niyan. Excuse me. Ayan. So, good to know, no? Ayan, yan din yung mga mobile phone na kinalakihan natin. Okay? So, kami rin, ang una naming phone is yung Motorola. Yung ganito pa yata kalaki yun. Yung pwedeng pangkalso, alam niyo yun. So, tas black yung antenna niya, tas gray. Tas kailangan mo, hello, yung mga ganon. So, Motorola, kung hindi man sila yung pioneer, sila yung one of the first companies to come up with a mobile phone. Diba? So, pero ngayon, ano sa tingin ninyo yung top mobile phones ngayon sa 2021 or even 2020 or 2021? Ayan. So it's either yan. Ayan. The first two answers were actually correct, 'di ba? Either iPhone or Samsung. 'Di ba? Either iOS or Android lang tayo. So what happened? Actually, si Motorola, they even deployed the Six Sigma methodology, 'di ba? Seamless yung process nila to the point where they had no defect in their production, in their manufacturing. Bakit sila naungusan ni iPhone at ni Samsung? It's because iPhone and Samsung actually went out to have customer research. They started listening to the users. Si Motorola, they perfected their production, their manufacturing, but they stopped listening to customers. And so that is the importance of empathy, diba? At the end of the day, customers mo, yung satisfaction, yun yung magiging basis mo kung naging successful ba yung product or service that you're trying to innovate, diba? So it is very important. Empathy is a very important part of innovation. Next, from hanging, naging structured, okay? From hanging before design sprint, naging structured yung aming methodology kasi naging definite yung next steps. So we have definite steps in design sprint, and then may logical and efficient flow siya. I would like to, siguro as an analogy, alam niyo scientific method, I hope you guys are still familiar with the scientific method, yung mga conclusion, observation, mga I therefore conclude, yung mga ganon. So, yeah, thank you for answer. Ayan, hypotheses. Ayan. So, I therefore conclude yung hypotheses mo, diba? So, I likened it to that because ganon ka-definite yung next steps mo with design sprint. And then from hampered, we now considered it or our process as supported. Supported in the sense that the ideas are just not handed over. So ang nangyari sa kanya, it's and not just taken as is, but provides a way to have feedback supported and iterated. Isa I want everyone to know kung ano yung pinaka top 2 important parts ng design sprint, which is number 1 is empathy. Number 2 is iteration. The chance to keep improving the product or service based on the customer feedback still. So kahit na meron ka ng naunang na conceptualize na product or service, you keep going back to the customer until you meet the satisfaction that you have set, and also kapag na-meet na niyo yung vision ninyo as a company as well. So naging ganun ka-supported yung aming methodologies, aming projects after design sprint. And it was also easier for us to get the support from our stakeholders kasi they trusted in the process. Alam niyo naman kapag stakeholders, diba, they want to see the logical flow, the details, timeline, ganyan. So where is it gonna start? Where is it gonna end? Anong mangyayari? So they give merit to the process of design sprint kasi logical nga yung sequence niya. Okay. Now, so this is before design sprint and after design sprint. Now, after design sprint, wala na. After taking the course and after even doing my first project where I got certified for design sprint, what I did was I got so excited in innovating kasi design sprint actually has the right balance of structure and creativity. It gives you the steps. However, it still gives you that that full amount of creative control, and parang limitless pa rin yung ideas that you can come up with. Ayan. So the next one that I'm going to be sharing with you guys would be the best practices. So ayan. All right. It's nice to know that you guys are still paying attention to the slide. So Arthur and Chrissy, what I'll have you guys do is please verify, and then at the end of the session, let's announce na lang kung sino yung top 10, okay? Pero just para hindi lang ma-disrupt yung ating discussion. Okay.
Right. Or we'll email them directly.
Alright, so suspense pa pala to, no? Yung feeling mo, nanalo ka na, tapos ano ba? Okay, so best practices. Now, for the best practices, I'm going to give you guys the 10 Ds. Okay, so for the best practices, the first best practice as we are doing the design sprint is define. Okay, so I have my other teammates here in the call right now, and I know that you guys can attest to this. First, if you're going to do your design sprint, it's important to define. Define in the sense that this will this will gauge your stakeholder management skills. Kasi how well do you define or how well do you communicate with them and try to get information that you need for the design sprint? What we did actually is we created a questionnaire for all the information that you will need to jumpstart your design sprint. Kasi before, yes, meron na kami methodology, pero we kept going back and forth dun sa information that we needed from them. So ang ginawa namin, meron kaming parang preamble, parang declaration that we already asked lahat ng data, lahat ng information na kailangan naming makuha dun sa preamble na yun, na-set na namin siya. Okay, so as a guide, it's your 5 Ws and 1 H. Ayan, so bahala na kayo. For example, one of the questions was, why is there a need to innovate? Parang, who is your target audience for this? So yung mga ganong klase ng definition, kumbaga. So first is define. The second D is delineate. Okay. Ayan. So, yay! Ayan. Marami pa rin nagta-type design sprint. Okay. Meron nagdi-direct message sa akin, dapat daw capital letter. No, ang sinabi ko lang kasi dapat correct spelling. Pero totoo naman. Okay, as long as you guys get the correct spelling. Okay, the second D, the first is define, second is delineate. Oh, by the way, guys, magkakaroon tayo ng quiz later, so please take note of that 10. Joke lang. No, I just want you guys to also be able to relate what I'm telling you guys into your personal spaces, and I hope that this will help you also when you start doing your project. The second D is delineate. Delineate in terms of, kasi napansin namin na nagkakaroon ng scope creep, kumbaga. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng scope creep? Parang hindi mo din na-define yung edges mo. So, when I say delineate, please clearly define the start and end point of a project or sprint. Kumbaga, sa thesis, di ba, meron tayong scope and delimitation. Ayan. So, you should also do that with your design sprint para alam mo kung kailan mo i-hand over na siya sa stakeholder and the extent of your role as the design sprint facilitator or the participant. Para lang maiwasan natin yung scope creep and the unnecessary back and forth. So number 2 is delineate. Okay. The third D is devote. Okay. So hopelessly devoted. No, devote in terms of and we had to learn this the hard way, okay? Kasi, syempre, nung bago pa lang kaming nag-roll out ng design sprint, excited lang kami na parang kapag may nag-asa amin ng project na, oh, can you guys do a design sprint for this one? So, oo lang kami ng oo, diba? So, hindi namin na-define yung turnaround time, yung SLA, ganyan. Pero, a comfortable timeline for us was actually 1 month. 1 month kasi we had to go through approvals, yung mga planning, tapos yung mga participants, ganyan. Devote ample time for the sprint itself. You have to include in the timeline yung preparation time ninyo before the actual sprint. Okay. The next D is, ayan, diversify. Okay. What do I mean when I say diversify? Diversify in terms of participants. Sa amin, what we did before was nagkaroon kami ng questionnaire na, for example, I know you guys are familiar with MBT, ano ba yun? Ano nga yun? Myers-Briggs? Okay. Lagi, I always confuse. Ano yun?
Myers-Briggs, tama.
Okay, Myers-Briggs. Diba marami tayong mga ganong test. So, we found it very useful kasi we were dealing with a lot of participants and we wanted to have a group na diverse siya. Ibig sabihin parang merong doer, merong ganito, ganyan. Okay. So, bakit animal print yung logo for diversify? Kasi pati yung mga animals sa organization nyo, include, hindi, joke lang. Kasi one of the tests that we did was actually the DOPE methodology, DOPE questionnaire. Yung DOPE is dove, owl, penguin, eagle. Ayan. So, it's nice to have a diverse group of participants na alam mo na merong doon, dove, merong owl doon, merong yung mga ganon. So, whatever whatever is free, whatever is easy for you. Ako, I found the most helpful to be the Herman Brain Dominance Instrument. Are you guys familiar with that? HBDI? No? Okay. So it tells you kung ano ka, yellow, green, red, or blue. Okay? Yellow is the creative one. Yung mga blue is yung detail-oriented. Yung mga ganun. Kasi it's nice to have a mix of that in your participants. Kasi sa design sprint, the more diverse the perspectives are and the background, the better. Kasi nakikita nyo lahat ng angulo. Actually, in design sprint, when you come across somebody who has a difference in opinion, it's actually better. Kasi we don't consider it as opposition. We actually consider it as somebody who presents a different perspective which will prove beneficial. Kasi nakikita nyo yung ibang angulo nung project ninyo, kumbaga. So if you're familiar with the 6 thinking hats, ayan, so I'm giving you guys some of the tools that we use already. You should also use that kasi it also forces the participants to think differently. Merong devil's advocate, merong perpetuator, yung mga ganon. So, diversify in terms of participants and diversify also in terms of catering to all types of learners in your sessions. So, meron kang visual learner, diba? They learn best or they parang mas na-process nila information visually. You also have auditory and you also have kinesthetic. We found it very helpful that we had a lot of visuals when we were doing design sprint, diba? Ang dami naming post-its, iba-iba ang kulay, ganyan. Pero syempre may ano naman yun, may purpose yung iba-ibang kulay ng post-its namin. It's because maraming steps on design sprint and we had one color for every tool that we use in the design sprint mismo. Okay, so diversify. Maximize groupings with the difference in perspectives and parang honor the different perspectives that everyone will bring into the table. Okay. Next one is delegate. Okay, so guys, ano to, pabilisan ng internet ang labanan. I know that you guys have already copied this, pinipaste na lang. Okay, so gusto ko malaman ko ano ang internet connection ni Daniel. Bilis kasi. Alright. So when I say delegate, as the design sprint facilitator, you might think na ikaw lahat. No. Arthur will be discussing the different roles in design sprint kapag inattendan yung course. So when I say delegate, this also comes, parang dito rin pumapasok yung trust. Trust in others' capabilities. Na parang, kasi kapag inako mo lahat ng roles sa design sprint, ikaw din naman yung ma-overwhelm eh. So trust in the capabilities of others. And even if things do not fall into place, ang pinaka tatandaan ninyo sa design sprint is that in the realm of innovation, we don't try not to fail. Okay? So we try to fail fast so that we can succeed sooner. So one of the characteristics of an innovative workplace is actually how open is it to failure. Kasi it's about ang tawag dito, it's a what do you call this? IDEO, one of the companies that I was talking about, principle actually nila yung parang failure way to success. Kasi that's the only way you learn, diba? Parang by experience, and that basta tatandaan nyo lang, fail fast so that you can succeed sooner. And in the course, as I've mentioned, you will learn the different roles in any given sprint. So make sure to delegate properly. The next one, I would like to consider this as one of the most important document. Okay. So, ayan. So Arthur, Chrissy, okay pa ba kayo sa ating design sprint logo? Okay. So next is document. When I say document, everything. Yung, naalala ko lahat ng post-its sinihila namin sa wall just so we can have documentation. Document everything that you see, that you hear, non-verbal cues, yung mga ganyan, because you will use this when you present to the stakeholders. The more inclusive or extensive or comprehensive your data is, the more it's going to support the project, and also it will validate the findings kapag nagkaroon na kayo ng prototyping and testing outside your organization. Document. Okay. Next is de-stress. Okay. So I would like to emphasize this. De-stress in the sense that creativity, alam niyo ba guys that creativity, diba, the power to unleash, okay, your ideas is at its optimum in a relaxed environment where your subconscious is most active. Kasi the lesser the physical stimulus, mas nagiging active yung iyong subconscious. Sa subconscious kasi nanggagaling yung iyong mga ideas, kumbaga. So, come with a relaxed and open mind. Okay, so de-stress, have fun. We actually try to make the design sprints as fun as possible kasi that's also what differentiates it from other methodologies that you guys may learn. You have other methodologies, but the most fun I found out is actually design sprint. Okay. From the stress, we also have desire. What do I mean when I say desire? Ayan, desire to win. The design sprint logo. Okay. When I say desire, I hope that you guys develop a genuine interest of disrupting. Okay? Kasi when I say disrupting, hindi ko naman sinasabi manggulo kayo sa company nyo, guys. Okay? Disruption in the sense of innovation is when you challenge the status quo, when you are not complacent with what's happening, but you're always curious into how you can still improve on things. So you're just not going through the motions. I want everyone also to have a genuine desire to create positive, beneficial, and lasting impact using design sprint and the innovation that you're gonna come up with using that methodology. And then second to the last, okay, declutter. When I say declutter, I mean your mind. Absolutely, declutter your mind. One of the beliefs that I've always held dear to my heart, even before, is no self-limiting thoughts. So declutter your mind of any limits that you have set for yourself, that you have set for your organization. Once you say na hindi ko kaya to, hindi kaya ng organization to, that's already losing half of the battle, diba? So no self-limiting thoughts. Declutter your mind of the limitations. Kasi diba, parang when we say design sprint is enabling everyone to think outside the box. Why? Kasi the box is getting too small, diba? You are limitless. I hope that you guys can also apply your growth mindset. I hope that you also believe that you are limitless. Therefore, do not believe that you can only do as much. Absolutely no self-limiting thoughts. And that's also helpful with the participants because we encourage wild ideas. The wilder the idea, the better in design sprint. And last but definitely not least is do it all over again. Ayan. So when I say do it all over again, always be on the lookout for things that you can innovate using design sprint, especially with everything that's happening right now. And because design sprint is a tried and proven methodology which balances structure and creativity. So I actually got my certification when I revamped our onboarding process in my previous company. And from then on, nakita ko yung merit ng design sprint. I saw how effective it was. And therefore, I got really excited in parang looking for other products, processes that I can innovate using design sprint. And so I would like to do it all over again. So ngayon, siguro, since I got certified back in 2018, hindi ko na mabilang kung ilang projects na yung ginawa namin using design sprint. The possibilities are endless and it cannot be more apt with the exponentially changing world that we are in. And of course, just to let everyone know, ginamit din namin sa design sprint as a CSR project for teachers in my previous company kasi we believe in the process so much that we know kasi, teachers are having a lot of challenges, diba, yung sa online classes, with how it's going right now. Parang usually mga CSR projects natin, diba, outreach, ganyan. Pero using design sprint, instead of giving them fish, we want to teach them how to fish. Para whatever challenges that they might have, alam na nila how to solve it because design sprint, after all, is a systematic and structured way of solving problems creatively. Okay, so those are my 10 Ds or yung ating best practices that I've learned when I applied design sprint. And then for this one, naalala nyo ba guys yung ating hand activity kanina? Yung ating hand activity, yes? Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. Okay, yung hand activity natin kanina, I want to introduce to you guys one of the most commonly used tool in design sprint, and that is how might we. Okay, so how might we, parang i-change mo lang yung problem statement mo into a question that you can answer using the following categories. So how might we? And then yung problem or opportunity statement mo. So let's go back to our exercise kanina. Okay. Kanina, sabi ko, please take note dun sa ating categories kung saan ka nag-doubt ng yes dun sa organization mo. Take note of the categories where you said no. Kasi for everyone who's still set to have their certification or kung maghahanap kayo agad ng project after you take the design sprint, I want you guys to start with kung saan kayo nag-no. Okay? So, for example, ako, kunwari, nag-no ako dun sa has the organization clearly defined and communicated the mission and vision of the company. Kapag sinabi ko no doon, I want to make it into an opportunity statement. Dadagdagan ko lang siya ng how might we. How might we clearly define and communicate the vision and mission for our company? And you will answer this how might we in terms of people, program services, collaboration, gaming events and competition, and technology or system. Let's try to do it together. Okay, so everyone, please focus on the problem that we have. How might we clearly define and communicate the vision and mission of our company? So in terms of people, sa tingin niyo, in terms of people, paano natin pwedeng ma-communicate yung vision and mission ng company? So it can probably be magkaroon kayo ng culture representatives per department who will drive it, diba, for that particular department. In terms of programs and service, magkaroon tayo ng culture workshop or culture drive. Competition, doon pala sa sa gaming events. Collaboration, let's collaborate with vendors and marketing to promote us on what we represent, ganyan. So, pretty much, sasagutin mo lang ng how might we mo given the following categories, and that's actually one of the tools of design sprint. So, you have, like what I've said earlier, meron kang balance ng structure and creativity. Your structure is the categories, which you can actually change this as per your organization's need. Pwede mong palitan yung categories actually. And then you still have creativity because the ideas are still endless, diba? You can still come up with wild ideas even with the categories already given. So that's just a taste of, one of the tools in design sprint, one of the methodologies. So that's actually also the end of my presentation. So I hope you guys are able to learn something from me today, and I'm now open to questions.